Hello, YouTubers. What are we doing today, Squints?
We're making seat brackets for the Nova.
Yep. So I finally got my 65 Nova registered and drove it around. When I initially test drove the car, the seats had a weird feel. I don't know if you remember the last video. It almost felt like everything was like this, where the front of the seat. So I'll show you on the seat what I'm talking about. So this is the seat out of the Nova. And basically it is a Pro Car. Get a picture of that there. Scat low back buckets. They're really nice for the price. They're just a generic low back style. So it gives it a nostalgic look. It's not a real tall seat, which I can't stand. The problem was when you sat in the car, the seat was like this. And anyone that's driven a car, when you don't have the support here underneath your hamstrings, it doesn't feel right. And the original bench seat for the car is up pretty high. So the seating position on the Novas was always a little bit taller. Now, if you have a full-on race car, you want to be lower to the ground. These were okay, but they just weren't really good. So when I adjusted it, it almost felt like it wouldn't go back far enough. So whoever mounted it, they mounted the seat too close to the steering wheel. So literally, I'll show you. I was sitting in the car and the steering wheel's here and look at my foot. This was the gas pedal. So it was really awkward and it just didn't feel right. So after driving it for more than a mile, I decided we're gonna pull the seats out. Thank God, because they were held on by 5/16 bolts with barely a washer. If I had ever gotten into an accident, God forbid, the seat would have ripped out of the floor. So we don't want that. Right, Squints?
Yeah!
So this is how I wanted to make a simple bracket. Now, you're probably saying, well, that's not simple.
It's kind of a little complicated.
It's not complicated. I'm taking my time with it. So what it is, you have the original adjusters that they had put on the seats, which are just a generic pair of seat adjusters. So you got one side that moves freely, the other side is a locking mechanism. It's nothing special. That locks in. So what I'm doing is I'm making these extensions because I need to get the front of the seat up a little bit. And this gives you a good solid mounting point. So that's like really good. These stay bolted to the bracket now. And then you have space. And then what we'll do is, I'm cutting this bracket here. This is my makeshift workbench. And we have it marked out left and right. These are going to be your floor mounts. And I'll make another one, obviously. I just used this as my template. And I marked where the bolt holes would work on the flat of the floor for the left side and for the right side. So I'm going to cut this one. I'll make this my left. I'll use this as a template to make my right. So these end up going to the floor and then they go on here like that. So you're saying, well, how do you get your adjustment? So once this piece is bolted to the floor, I can actually move this however I want. See how that works? So I can get the proper front height and the back of the seat so it feels however I want. So based on how the floor sits, so let's say this one's a little bit lower, the other side's a little bit higher, it doesn't matter, because when I make the seat level, this one might be here, and over here, it may end up being just a little bit different. What I'll do is you clamp them in place once you find the right height, clamp and a clamp, and then I take it back off the seat and I weld it. So now I have a nice bracket. Now to mount it to the floor, I drill my holes and I put a bolt. And what I do is I drill my holes in the floor first, then I put the bolt in, and then I actually weld the head of the bolt. So now it's a stud. So it's a one-man job. You take the whole bracket with the seat and everything, and you can unbolt it from underneath the car, and then you just lift the seat off, and it stays as one, because this will give you your proper height. Now, a lot of times you can actually drill a hole here for a swivel point, and you can bolt it, and then it's adjustable if you want for the front for height. I don't really care about that because this is my car, so I'm going to make it feel comfortable for me, and that's just the way it's going to be. So yes, I can make it adjustable, so I could actually slot this and put a nut and a bolt, so that way you could actually adjust it if I want to get crazy, but I don't really care about that. So I'm just going to clamp it where it's at a point where I like it, and then I will weld it, and then this will be one piece. So, and that's how you do it. Just a simple 1/8 inch angle iron.
Simple.
And then this one we had to notch because of the lever here. So I just did a simple little notch. I don't have any high-tech tools. You don't need high-tech tools.
Yep.
You just got to have the patience.
All you need is a sawzall.
Sawzall
And
a grinder. Woohoo! And then a welding machine.
Yay! And you have a TIG welder and a MIG welder.
Shh, don't tell them too much. They may think we have money.
No, you don't.
Oh, well, the only way we would have money is if you subscribed, shared, liked,
And get
commented.
1,000 subscribers.
Yes.
So I can get college funds.
No, it's going to me. I want the money. It's race car funds.
Aww.
It's race car funds.
Actually, yeah, true.
Yeah, race car. My table saw right there. Did you notice that? It's a table saw.
No, it's not.
This is my workbench, my cardboard top. Nice, huh? So yeah,
Nice.
So that's basically the size of both brackets. The holes are different because of where the floor is. The flat of the floor where I want to bolt it to on the right side, which would be the right side of the seat. And then the left side is the left side, obviously, of the seat. So what I'll do is I'll transfer this to this piece here. We'll make a, where's my trusty marker guy?
I'm a marker guy.
And we'll just kind of do a quick little, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're just making them nice. So that's that.
And that's that.
Yep, that's it.
And that's that.
And this one I have to, let's see, if this is going to be left, I got to remember how this goes. So this will be, so left will be like that.
Yep.
Yep, so those holes are there. And then this will be right. So it'll be like that.
Yes, sir.
So it'll be like that. So basically like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to transfer those holes. I'll just do a measurement on those holes. So let me cut this first.
Okay, dokie. Need me to hold?
Yeah, we're good.
But I thought with big long pieces you need to hold.
No, we're good. So we got our killer clamps on our cardboard plastic table. Can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Just don't tell OSHA.
Who the heck is that? Who's OSHA?
As a national safety advisor or something. Basically, they overlook all construction and whatever. So I don't know. Somebody wants to comment what OSHA is? They're the police of safety. That's the easiest way.
So
to
they
put it.
technically made safety.
Well, they make rules, and I understand why you have to have rules, or else people will be getting killed.
Yeah.
So you don't want that. So this one hole goes here. This is obviously, these are just general location. It doesn't have to be perfect. This one is, it's just basically the flat of the floor. That
You're
one's
just
there.
doing it by eye.
Yep, this is right side. My kick-ass writing. This is left side, so we'll erase that. That was just for a template purpose. Cool. Now we'll grind them and drill them, and we'll go fit them in the car, drill some holes in the car, make Swiss cheese out of the floor.
Swiss cheese.
Because it's already Swiss cheese. It's had so many different seats in there.
Oh, yeah.
Originally, the car had a bench seat. And
Did
that,
it actually?
Yeah, that uses the factory mounting holes.
Like
But
Uncle
then
Mark?
they put some crazy high back seats in it. But it looks like they had holes for like seat belts and all kinds of holes. So the floor has a lot of holes in it. We're going to add a few more. So stay with us.
Started it.
So this is my awesome China-made. It is the King Fen Fu Machinery Works Company, made in Taiwan, 3-speed drill press that was given to me by a friend because it was an extra one he had in his garage. And I've used and abused it, and it works great. And it sits up here on my nice clean bench.
It
Isn't
is-
it so clean? Look, there's nothing on my bench. Look how clean it is.
There's stuff right
You
there.
could almost eat off this bench. It's so clean.
No, you can't.
So anybody that knows me would probably be like, that's impossible that that's your garage. Well, guess what? It's called, I'm busy with work, kids, other things, and I honestly, I just need to spend a day in here. Like, look at the parts I have. Look at this crap. It's ridiculous. This is
Or
not
for
normal.
sale.
Yeah, this is not normal for me, by the way.
And that little thing is
But I'm trying
for
my best to
sale. I'm
overlook
kidding.
it. My OCD kicks in sometimes and I freak out, but I'm okay right now. So just kind of go with it. Anyone that watches these videos that was one of my former students at UTI knows that I was very meticulous. Everything was organized, clean. I've learned to not care. And yes, we're going to use 9/16, I'm sorry, 3/8 hardware on these.
Yes, sir.
There's no way that, oh, what did I just do? Idiot.
You're an idiot.
That's okay, I can weld that. Drill in the wrong spot. Don't laugh. Nobody's perfect. That was pretty funny.
And plus, you won't really see that because it's under the seat.
Well, no, this is actually going to be this is the left side, so that'll be exposed, of course. But that's going to get welded. So once it's in its position.
Of course.
Of course.
When you mess up, it's always exposed.
Of course.
And you always see it.
See, that's the art of YouTube. I can edit that out, but I won't because I don't care.
Yeah, and I kind of don't either.
What? You better care.
Whoa!
Squid's gonna get fired.
I'm not fired.
You should be yelling at me right now for doing that.
You are an idiot.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for respecting your dad. Appreciate it. Thanks.
That you messed up.
That's okay.
Yes.
If you don't make mistakes, you'll never learn.
Yeah.
I'm always open to donations if someone wants to donate me a nice drill press, like a nice one.
Yeah, like a real nice one.
I really need to vacuum this. Look at the wood chip, look at the metal chips. It's horrible.
Horrible.
This is horrible, I tell you.
It's horrible.
I'm just gonna start telling people that this is not my garage. Someone else's garage.
Even though you work in it.
Yeah.
And it's at our house.
Yeah, even though it's not though. We're gonna say no, it's not. Once again, my
Trusty.
King Feng Fu Machinery Works drill press has pulled through.
It works perfectly fine.
Perfectly. We'll clean this off.
King Fam Fu.
King Fen Fu.
That's actually a weird name.
Oh, look at that. We actually luck out. The sticker will be on the bottom.
Yes, sir.
Amazing. But I should take it off. So this is where my OCD kicks in. I have to take this sticker off. I'm a weirdo. Oh, and I got to take it off this one too. It's exposed on that one. I forgot. Darn. Darn, darn.
Darn, darn. Darn, darn.
Son of a gun.
You use your trusty little
And then we'll take
knife. Well, not really a knife.
my little razor blade.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if that would work out too well. That's the left side of the seat, which would be totally exposed. Obviously, we're going to be painting these. They're not going to stay like this. Duh. I'm going to paint them bright pink.
That would actually work great.
Yeah, awesome.
That would be actually a good color.
Totally. I should put mustaches all over it for motivation.
Oh, we still have that mustache.
Enough with the mustache.
Remember the one we made out of duct tape?
Listen, I'm going to beat you in the butt. Okay?
I don't care.
Okay, thanks.
It looks
Make
like
sure you get the mill scale off the metal before you weld.
it looks like bright pink now
Oh yeah, bright
from
pink.
this angle.
Watch your eyes there, kid.
Okay, I'm not a kid, but okay.
Yes, you are. Michael, what battery is dying? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
It
So now
does.
just think about this. This is a lithium ion battery.
Is it
And it's not that old. I'm going to give you a tech tip. Electric vehicles are not worth the money. Because just like a lithium ion battery that's in my lovely 4.5-inch grinder, it will just all of a sudden say, I don't want to work anymore. And then you got to go plug it in. So good luck with that.
When you're in the middle of the highway.
When you're in the middle of nowhere and there's no charging station, just remember the only thing that's going to bail you out is
batteries.
Is a generator that runs on fossil fuels.
What's that?
Gas.
Oh.
'Cause that's how you're going to have to charge your car. In the middle of the desert.
But I thought you don't charge cars.
Electric vehicle, you do.
Oh.
So remember, kids,
Don't have a Tesla Cybertruck.
make sure you clean off your mill scale. Okay?
What does that even mean?
Mill scale, that's the, see this coating that's on the metal?
Oh,
See how
yeah.
it's like a dark grayish kind of? Well, that's mill scale. So that's when they heat treat and manufacture the metal. And notice when you grind it, it grinds it away. So if you tried to weld on that, it will weld. But the mill scale actually causes a porosity that won't bind the weld.
So it won't work.
It'll work, but
That'd
it won't,
be fun.
but it's never as strong. Just remember that, okay? Just
That
remember.
would be fun for a demolition derby
And I've
school bus.
seen a lot of roll cages that people weld, you know, that don't clean them very well, and that's scary. So,
Yeah.
all right. So
But that would be perfect
I'm
for
gonna clean these
demolition.
up. We're gonna bring them out to the car. Squints is gonna man the camera and the tools, and we'll get right back at you. All right. So, like I was saying before, the holes. There's Swiss cheese in this floor, but I'm not worried about it because
Yeah.
we're gonna make more Swiss cheese. I measured what the distance is going to be. I'm using the initial hole that they drilled for the front left corner bracket. We're going to keep it in a similar spot, so that's in there. So I'm going to show you a little trick, because
Show the kids a little
I'm going to show the kids a little trick. So we need 16 3/4, but I also have marks on the floor if you look where the original seat brackets were. See, so it's kind of easy to tell.
Very easy.
Pretty much where this was. So we're 16 3/4 right about there, and we're
16.
16 3/4 right about there. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, because that was right about there. I'm going to get this hole. So this is going to be in a different spot. Now, anyone that's drilled through rug, can you see me in the camera? Okay. Is it on wide?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone that's ever drilled through rug, you have to always be careful, because as you start drilling, the thread in the rug will wrap up inside the drill. So,
See
a
you.
little trick I learned back in,
1990.
1947. No.
No, that's when
What
you're
you do is you
born.
take a screwdriver or an awl or
Have
whatever,
you used that screwdriver for this?
and what you do is you beat that bad boy up.
You definitely use that screwdriver for this.
Oh, I've used it a few times for this.
Because it's like
And
melted.
you come in here and you just kind of
Oh, I think I've seen you do this before.
make it, needs to be a little hotter, but
It's fine.
kind of make a little bit of a,
It smells.
yeah, it's going to smell. So now I know where I got to be. So now what I do is,
Smells like burnt rug.
so that should work good right there. We got some kind of crazy setup here, but. So what it does is it opens up the area of the rug and it melts the fibers so they don't fray.
What does fray mean?
Start to like unravel. Like a lot of this. See how it's like all unraveling here? So,
Yeah.
So now I can drill my hole right there.
Do you think they did this trick for that?
No, they definitely did not.
So they just drilled.
Yes, basically.
Sorry about that.
So let's see here. This is
6 3/4. What the? Why'd you drill on an angle?
well, because it was like a little bump right there, and I wanted to make sure I got through it. Gotta go bigger.
Ew. Right there, probably.
Now on the underside, I'm temporarily using washers on the underside, but what I'm going to do is eventually, so when this is all in and the seat's where I want it, these are going to get welded. So that way it's a stud. So you can just lift the seat off and then lift it, push it back in.
Which is really nice.
The underneath is actually going to get a little plate. So I'm going to make up out of flat steel, nice little plates, drill the centers. That'll be the support. So it'll be like a sandwich, because honestly the floors are very thin. They were never thick from the
Are they the original ones?
Yeah, and they were never thick from the factory. So, you know, they're not, you know, the original bench seat mounts are spot welded to the floor, and they're a larger plate surface. Something like this is obviously not original, so
Yeah, definitely.
it's different.
There have been like probably two different seats in this car
All right, so what we got
from
to
the
do
past
now,
4
we
owners.
need to see. So we are 16 3/4. We are 16 3/4. That's gonna go
16 3/4. This has heat. I didn't notice that.
yeah, this car's really nice. It's got a nice stuff.
I didn't know. I never knew it had heat.
Mhm.
That's what you told me.
Mhm.
Heat's in the winter. Real nice.
Yeah, gotta have heat.
Because you can drive this in the winter.
Mhm.
And do some burnouts in the winter time.
Gotta have heat. So this,
You gotta get some seatbelts for the back.
is right there. So we need to.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to make sure that where I'm putting this is in the right spot. So that's all.
Well, you already made sure. That's like on fire.
Mhm.
That's what smoke looks like in Red Dead Redemption.
Thank you for that Xbox gaming note.
Seriously, it does.
Well, thank you. I appreciate
It looks exactly like it.
it. So that should be good there.
Did you make sure there was anything under there?
Yes, I did ahead of time. Thank you for reminding me.
Because I'm just making sure. Just in case if you hit anything.
How's that smoke?
Terrible.
It's going right in your face. I'm such a good parent.
No, you aren't.
I'm not. What are you talking about?
Well,
Come
you
on.
are, but
not
the
nice.
wind is making it go right in my face.
You're mean.
I said you're not.
Wow. You're mean.
I said you're not.
Yeah, not a good parent? Thanks. I appreciate it.
I said
You're mean.
you're a good
What
parent.
happened to the? Didn't I bring 4? Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, you. There and there.
There it is. All right, I gotta go under for a minute.
Good luck.
All right.
Make sure
Well-
you don't get eaten.
Oh, getting too old for this.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, look at that. Perfect. I can reach it.
Well, little man probably can.
Oh, that's nice right there.
What is?
The way this is gonna be. It's gonna be so much better.
And then we can take a test drive when it's good.
Well, yeah, I can finally drive it and not worry about the seat.
Yeah, because all you say when you drive is worry. Oh, we gotta change the seat.
All right. Well, we'll finish this up. I'll go grab the seat, and then I'll show you how we can clamp it in place. And then, unfortunately, you got to take it back out and weld it, and then it's done. So, stick with us.
Is that?
Okay. All right. So we have the seat in place. Look over here, bud. So as you can see how the brackets now intersect with each other,
Yeah.
and I can adjust however I feel necessary to get the correct ride height. I'm sorry, the correct seat height, so it feels normal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually clamp, and I will mark it with a marker as well, but I want to clamp it so I can sit in it. I'm going to come up in the air just a little bit in the front, not much.
Yeah.
Clamp that one.
How strong are those clamps?
Vice grip's pretty. And then we'll clamp this one right here. And then this will give me a good idea of how it feels. Now the back one right now is all the way down
Back.
flush. So I'm going to leave it like that and see how I like it. So
Well,
right now
Do you have to adjust the seat?
now
back?
the seat is adjusted all the way back. So I want to see how far back it is.
Like, you have to adjust the back of the
'Cause
seat?
I might have to, oh no, this feels good. Oh, this is so much better.
You like it?
Well, look at the difference between the two seats.
Actually, yeah, true, because...
So here, stand out there, open the door.
Oh, look under me.
Yeah.
They haven't seen me.
Hey buddy.
Hi.
How you doing? So open the door. Grab the camera. So now look. See the difference? So this is mounted directly to the floor. This one's on my bracket. So now I have really nice support here, which is more comfortable for my throttle, for the gas pedal. And my steering wheel, my vision, everything is more comfortable, and I still have plenty of headroom.
Yeah, see?
This is a much better position.
And then we could take a ride.
Feels very much like a, and I can actually move it back a little bit too if I want. So if somebody else that's a little bit taller than I am,
Yeah,
I can actually adjust this back a little.
but you don't really have friends who are taller.
Well, I kind of want to adjust, because then I can move my adjuster right here. Whoop, that's my rear seat.
Yeah.
I can move this adjuster, and it can go forward. So, or it goes all the way back.
Which you might like.
There, that's locked in. I think I'm going to go back a little bit. I like the height though. That's good height. So I think I'm going to go back with the seat a little bit. So what we'll do is, marker. I want to mark the height of this. Because actually, I like the feel. So I like that feel right there. So, cut this one loose.
This says heat.
Then we're going to move the seat back about an inch. That's, oh yeah, that's way better right there.
This?
Yeah, that'll work good right there.
Nice.
We'll reclamp it right where I marked it.
You have four. You have four of those.
Yeah, just in case I need it for.
And plus I have two.
So now, what's
I have
nice
two.
about that is,
Because I have a
oh, yeah,
toolbox.
well, that's nice. See, that's the easiest way to make a nice bracket. So now, everything is,
So you technically have 6 vice grips. Because you have 4 there and then I have 2.
yeah. Let me hop back in. So this is all the way back. The adjustment.
And I have
So the seat's all the way back. Oh yeah, that's just nice. That gives you plenty of leg
What if
room.
you just take a ride with the vice grips?
So now I can actually, if I want to, I can move it forward a little bit. So I like that. That's where it's staying. So now, I'll clamp it, mark it, take it back out, and weld it so it's finalized. And then I can paint it, and we can throw it back in, and we'll show you the finished product. Stay tuned. So we're here in our paint booth, painting with our professional automotive paint. What we did was we welded. Brackets are fully welded. The studs that go through the floor are technically now studs because they used to be bolts. Now they're welded.
Let's see.
And we gave it a quick little paint job. So it looks
With
nice.
our professional paint.
Yep, in our professional paint booth. This little flap here covers all that, so it looks good when it's in the car.
Yeah.
So now we're going to throw them in the car and we'll be good. Stick around.